Star Wars franchise. Whether it's the visuals, the storytelling, the pageantry, or the characters, there's so many aspects of the franchise that have clicked with me ever since I was a kid.
Hey guys, I'm X. I run Perspective Reports. Back on May 4th, 2025, we posted 2 short-form videos breaking down the 3 best and 3 worst business strategy decisions in the Star Wars franchise. So we decided to run it back. We're doing a follow-up horizontal video. This time we're breaking down the top 5 best and top 5 worst business strategy decisions in the Star Wars franchise.
Try and tie things to a financial value to understand how much was financially gained or lost due to these decisions. And of course, we'll link all of our sources in the description box to back up our analysis. That's kind of the premise. Let's get into it.
But before we get started, a couple of things. Make sure to go to our website, perspectivereports.com, hit that participate tab. You'll find a survey. Fill that out for us. It'll really help make future videos and help build out our community. So if you're looking to get involved, that's the easiest, best way to do it. There's no advertisers involved in this. This is just all for future content. Also check out our other content on our page. We've got a lot of other crazy strategy videos that we think you'll like. And of course, if you like what you see, please feel free to like and subscribe. You'll really help us out. Thank you so much, y'all, and let's get to it.
To reference our video short posted on May 4th, we put the Star Wars Holiday Special at #1 worst business decision in Star Wars franchise history, as it is almost universally regarded as a creative and critical disaster. This one-off TV special awkwardly mixed Star Wars characters with a 70s show variety format, and I'm guilty of that myself. Check out our Perspective Report show, but while it's seen as a significant misstep that misunderstood the brand and diluted its integrity early on, it has become legendary cult media for its poor quality and authentic retro vibes rather than its intended purpose of keeping the franchise visible between films, which hold on to that point because it will be a key frame for the rest of the video. I personally feel people should cut this special some slack, since it came out in 1978, which is almost 50 years ago as of this posting. Everything was more camp and budget whimsy back then. Regardless, assigning a financial value to this loss, quote-unquote, is difficult, as a simple answer is to look at the budget, and according to the British Empire magazine, article originally published in paper form in 2009 stated the budget was $1 million. Also, this 5-company production involved 20th Century Fox, and the director was a dude who directed Elvis's 1968 comeback special. So things make so much more sense now. So we will take the easy way out this time and chalk the loss up to $1 million. But calculations shall appear in the future, you have been warned. And don't forget the keeping the franchise visible between movies thing either. After acquiring Lucasfilm, Disney implemented an ambitious plan to release a new Star Wars film almost every year, alternating between saga episodes and standalone story films. This rapid pace is said to have diminished the event status of each release, and forced Star Wars content to compete with other Disney franchises like Marvel, instead of collaborating on how to stagger their competing IP for a healthy schedule and maximum impact, leading to the underperformance of movies like 2018's Solo: A Star Wars Story. Disney executives later acknowledged this strategy was too aggressive and scaled back the film release frequency. Putting a number on this strategy is tough, but Solo: A Star Wars Story needed to make $500 million to break even and $700 million at the box office to be a winner. It made $393 million globally. So we will count the loss to be at least $300 million from poor schedule maintenance. When Disney acquired Lucasfilm, they declared the vast majority of existing Star Wars novels, comics, and games published over the decades as non-canon legends, to allow creative freedom for the new films. While perhaps necessary from a business perspective, to avoid narrative constraints, this decision instantly alienated a large and dedicated segment of the fan base who had invested heavily in the expanded universe stories, causing goodwill damage that persists for some fans. I myself read Star Wars comics as a kid that had stories separate from the main canon and loved them. I found an article from Comicron.com that spoke to how Star Wars Comics was top 3 in sales from 1977 through 1980 when the first movies came out. And in 2015, a new comic series was made with Marvel to tie in with The Force Awakens. It sold 1 million plus copies in 2015. Incredible. The article also stated that same year, 2015, the Star Wars comic added $31 million to the comic book market. So how much of a financial loss was cutting the expanded universe? At the very least, $31 million worth of nostalgia. Star Wars video games at their best deliver rich experiences, from space combat to profound narrative adventures, with Knights of the Old Republic being a perfect example. This work is celebrated for its exceptional storytelling with memorable characters like Bastila Shan, encountered on the planet-level Taurus, and defined new lore while earning an outstanding 93 out of 100 Metacritic PC score. However, detrimental business strategies have also impacted the franchise, most notably EA's 10-year exclusive licensing deal. Criticized for limited output and underutilization of the IP's diverse genre potential, a major flashpoint under EA was Star Wars Battlefront 2's aggressive pay-to-win monetization at launch, causing strong backlash, while rushing other games to market also led to dissatisfaction. Also, LucasArts, Lucasfilm's game division, who published LEGO Star Wars and Force Unleashed, saw a decline with project cancellations and a struggle to consistently deliver hits, culminating in its closure as a primary development studio post-Disney acquisition. Despite these challenges, the Star Wars IP has grossed over $3 billion from video games, highlighting its immense potential for even greater success with more consistent, high-quality releases. Following the conclusion of The Rise of Skywalker, a notable period of uncertainty surrounded the future of key sequel trilogy protagonists Rey, Finn, and Poe, leading to a perception of their sidelining. The initial lack of clearly defined major new arcs for such globally recognized characters represented a potential missed business opportunity to immediately capitalize on their established momentum and fan investment, something that was not done for the characters in episodes 1 through 6. For many Star Wars fans, the limited nature of the previous movies and narrative created decades-long bonds and admiration for characters like Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader. Why was this not attempted for these new characters, especially Kylo Ren? This underdevelopment led to questions about the broader narrative direction for this new generation of heroes, and even criticism being sent towards Kathleen Kennedy. Typically, successful franchises move swiftly to expand upon popular new characters with further installments, games, TV shows, or even a theme park ride, a strategy that seemed delayed here. However, Lucasfilm has since, as of May 2025, announced a new film centered on Rey's efforts to build a new Jedi Order and new novels exploring Finn's path, signaling a developing plan for these characters. Nevertheless, the initial perceived quiet period highlighted the challenges in sustaining narrative continuity and creating new faces for the Star Wars franchise. We will chalk the lost value on this strategy to be about as much as strong linear narrative with a good marketing plan is worth, so probably millions. Strategy recommendation number 1, hotels on destinations. So the comp for the Star Wars hotel closure, despite company stated reasons, was the Orlando Nickelodeon Hotel. It's hard to create escapist experiences effectively in a place like Anaheim or Orlando. Disney needs to look at their plethora of destinations location options for Star Wars hotel experiences, such as a themed cruise, an expansion to the Hawaiian Disney location, Caribbean or Mexican resort options, or outside the USA entirely. You need to connect the access of consistent stream of spend-fit customers, escapist vacation first experience, and responsibly use Disney magic. Strategy recommendation 2, video games. Fortnite is best in class in delivering an immersive multi-world experience that allows for various play types. Star Wars has an IP that could do this on their own and even host previously released characters and gameplay on a similar Fortnite-like platform. Also, similar to the SpongeBob franchise, I don't know why the assets of the games are not updated and pooled to a database so that game development, whether in-house or outsourced, can more easily be streamlined versus building from the ground up. You can even host these assets on a licensed hub where studios can bid to develop this IP and then it can turn into a profit center. Strategy recommendation 3, content. Whether it's scheduling, supporting new IP characters, using multi-platform experiences that don't just rely on theaters, but instead center them in the marketing conversion customer journey, Star Wars has a massive content library that would benefit from being the first Disney property to source the proper talent to create watch-along videos inside Disney Plus to help people catch up. Also, make a companion-like experience out of it. This strategy could easily build out a podcast unit. All right, those were the 5 best and 5 worst business strategy decisions in the Star Wars franchise. Thanks for watching. It's so much fun to make content like this. Again, check out our website on the Participate tab. You can fill out a survey that would really help us out, and you'll get entered in the future prize drawings. Our TikTok and Instagram are popping off. Go check that out and follow us and support. Really appreciate it. Website Strategy Hub is coming. Hopefully, we get a beta this week, the 31st, so look out for that. And also potentially merch. Thanks all. That's it. Have a good one. Bye.
Welcome to the good life.